If you're a fan of historical fiction, particularly stories set during the Age of Sail and the Napoleonic Wars, then chances are you've come across Julian Stockwin's Thomas Kidd series. Today we're looking at Conquest, the 12th novel in the series, and one that takes the story in an interesting direction. Rather than focusing solely on spectacular naval battles, Conquest examines what victory actually means and the difficult challenges that follow when the guns fall silent. The novel is set after the Battle of Trafalgar, a victory that firmly established Britain's command of the seas. While Trafalgar effectively ended Napoleon's hopes of invading Britain, it didn't end the war. Europe remained in turmoil, political alliances were shifting, and Britain's naval supremacy had created new responsibilities, as well as new opportunities. This changing world forms the backdrop for Kidd's latest adventure. One of the things Julian Stockwin does exponentially well is place fictional characters into real historical events without making them feel out of place. Thomas Kidd's career has always reflected the remarkable possibilities that existed within the Royal Navy during this period. Beginning life as a simple wigmaker who was pressed into naval service against his will, Kidd has gradually earned his position through courage, intelligence, and determination. Readers who have followed the series from the beginning will appreciate just how far he has come, and Conquest continues that development in a believable and satisfying way. In this novel, Kidd is no longer simply reacting to events around him, he has become a respected captain whose decisions carry significant consequences, not only for his crew, but also for Britain's wider strategic interests. Stockwin explores the burden of command in greater depth than in some earlier books, showing that leadership often involves difficult compromises rather than clear-cut victories. What makes Conquest stand out is its emphasis on politics and diplomacy alongside naval operations. The Royal Navy had won dominance at sea, but maintaining Britain's position required more than powerful warships. Intelligence gathering, negotiations, shifting alliances, and the careful projection of British influence all became essential parts of the story. Stockwin demonstrates that the Napoleonic Wars were fought not only with broadsides and boarding parties, but also through diplomacy and strategic planning. That doesn't mean the novel lacks excitement. There are moments of genuine tension, dangerous missions, and the ever present uncertainty that comes with life at sea during wartime. Stockwin remains one of the best writers at capturing the atmosphere aboard a Royal Navy vessel. You can almost hear the creaking timbers, feel the wind filling the sails, and the sense of discipline required to keep a ship functioning under pressure. His descriptions never feel like history lessons. They're woven naturally into the narrative, making the world feel authentic without slowing the pace. Another strength of the novel is the supporting cast. Over the course of the series, Kidd has built lasting friendships and professional relationships, and these continue to evolve here. Characters such as Nicholas Renzi, Kidd's loyal friend and confidant, provide thoughtful conversations that explore the political and philosophical questions raised by Britain's growing empire and its responsibilities after military success. Their friendship remains one of the emotional anchors of the series and adds depth beyond the action. Stockwin's research is, as always, outstanding. It's obvious that he has a deep understanding of naval history, maritime life, and the political landscape of the early 19th century. Yet he never overwhelms readers with unnecessary detail. Historical facts enrich the story rather than dominate it, allowing both long-time enthusiasts and newer readers to enjoy the novel. If I had one criticism, it's that Conquest moves at a more deliberate pace than some of the earlier books. Readers expecting constant ship-to-ship combat may find themselves surprised by how much time is devoted to politics, strategy, and character development. Personally, I found this refreshing because it reflects the reality of Britain's position after Trafalgar. Victory created new challenges, and Stockwin explores those challenges thoughtfully rather than simply repeating the formula of previous novels. Another point worth mentioning is that while Conquest can technically be read as a standalone novel, it rewards readers who have followed Thomas Kidd's journey from the beginning. Seeing how much Kit has grown from an unwilling sailor to a confident naval officer adds emotional weight to many of the decisions he makes throughout the story. Overall, Conquest is an intelligent and engaging addition to the Thomas Kidd series. It proves that historical fiction doesn't always need relentless action to be compelling. By focusing on leadership, diplomacy, and the consequences of victory, Julian Stockwin delivers a novel that feels mature, historically authentic, and emotionally satisfying. For readers who enjoy authors such as Patrick O'Brian, C.S. Forrester, Alexander Kent, or Dooley Ladbin, Conquest deserves a place on your reading list. It captures both the excitement of naval life and the complexities of the Napoleonic era with remarkable skill. I'd give Conquest 5 out of 5 stars. It may be one of the quieter entries in the Thomas Kidd series, but it's also one of the most thoughtful, offering a reward blended with history, character development, and naval adventure.